Curse-free day, I can't guarantee because I am the one that made the seed, so I probably curse these guys as they hop into World 7 to start.
And the nice first island, too. It's all pipes.
Yeah, with the pipes, they got plenty of options here. This is going to be great. Unfortunately, it looks like Jabem finds a dead end.
Oh, and Dooley does as well.
Let's see. They're going to try pipe all the way inside here. That's going to lead them to... Let's see. Jabem finds an island with just more pipes and the piranha level, where Jaychalke took a bottom route with the level 2 at the bottom. Oh, it looks like Pro found
it.
Yeah, he found the correct pipe. The only issue is he needs to defeat a fort to build the bridge, as you can tell. With the lock there in a way, it could be an issue though, because if he beats the fort and it's the lock, he's going to have to backtrack and find the correct fortress.
And the first piranha gives us a star, not a bad item to have early on.
Pro finds himself in 6F3, the carpet fort, as we like to call it here in the community. Not terribly too hard, there's just a lot of obstacles to dodge.
Oh, and Jaychalke found the island as well, going into that Fort 3 in World 6.
So it looks like Pro is in the lead as far as we know. We're not sure what this fortress is going to break up. And Jaychalke's in there too with him as well. So the other two, dodgemasterdooley and Jabem, are still kind of looking. So hopefully they'll find the correct pipe. They're probably taking notes as where these pipe locations take them to.
And that Fort 3 was the right fort. It built the bridge.
That's right. That's going to be a very fast World 7. So with the 32 flags, you could see that the map locations and everything was mixed up. Sometimes that makes World 7 extremely fast, and that's something the racers want to see today.
Yeah, there have been some seeds where World 7's been an extremely slow world, but it looks like this one's going to be pretty quick if they can just find their bearings and get to that spot.
Exactly. Now, someone in the chat did ask, are the levels randomized? Can they be repeated? No. All the levels are rotated, and then that's it. Once they're played, they're done. So if you see one fort, you're done. You don't have to worry about it. As Pro finished his way through World 1 airship, he's going to head into his fight with Ludwig. He's got the star power, so he's going to try and use his fire flower as much as possible.
And looks like Dodgemaster found his 6 Fort 3.
And Jabem did unfortunately take a death to the piranha level, but that's alright. He's going to jump right back in there.
Second piranha level giving us a P-Wing for Jaychalke. That's pretty awesome.
It was a good power-up to have. A lot of stages you could skip with that.
Now we still have to go back and do the fort.
Right. Not the fastest way to skip the stage, but it's effective enough. It's better than taking multiple deaths. Pro is going to be entering into World 2 here. Let's find out what it is. We got World 3. Yeah.
And all the other runners are still working on that same fort. Pro found a kind of lost level. It's a looks like 5-2 kind of in reverse. It's a waterfall level.
Yeah, it's a fairly quick stage. There's no enemies, so it's just how fast can you mash your swimming button. And Proa will be heading up. He'll be finishing up that stage here in just a moment.
And Jabem finishes up his fort. An unfortunate death to Boom Boom for Jaychalke. He's gonna have to try that one again.
Yeah, this is not an easy fort to start, like I said before. Generally, a lot of times we find that 6F3 is our gatekeeper to Bowser's fortress, so unfortunately seeing it up front here in the beginning, that could be an issue. Dodgemaster does finish up his fort, so he'll be moving into the Piranha stage here for World 7, as Jabem moves on to World 3. Or World 2, which is World 3, forgive me there.
And another unfortunate death for Jaychalke on that fort.
That does give him a game over, but the good news is, that's the only stage they gotta play. So as long as he remembered how to get there, he shouldn't have any issues.
Dodgemaster taking a frog suit into the Piranha level this time.
Get that frog OP in chat there. Looks like Pro finds himself in 610 here. Got the Anger Stun hanging out in the background. Fairly quick stage, just a lot of ice blocks to throw around and just dodge a few enemies. Shouldn't be too bad.
And dodgemasterdooley is now into his first airship. He's taking on Ludwig and World 1 ship.
That's right. Gotta watch out for those earthquakes too. That could be an issue, but Dodgemaster makes quick work of him.
Jabem finds himself in World 6-3.
Fairly quick stage, believe it or not. If you can maneuver the ice really well, it's very fast. I did not happen to see if Pro got any matches from the end card game, but that did show up for him. So the end card games could be very useful. They could drop items like clouds, hammers. Hammers can break the locks as well. You know, Tanuki suits, Hammer Brother suits. It can drop anything. That's part of being the randomizer.
World 3, another tough one because there's so many different pipes that can go to so many different places. You never know where you could end up there either.
Yeah, there are, I believe, 6 pipes in the world, and sometimes we'll get what we like to call the God pipe, and that will send you straight to it. So, straight to the end. But unfortunately, with this one, you got quite a few levels blocking you from your very first pipe anyway. Pro makes real quick work of 5F2 here. Jaychalke still struggling down there with 6F3, but I feel like he's going to get it this time around. I have faith. I think Proa knows which pipe he needs to go to. I think it's the one that's blocked by level 9. He'll find himself in the World 8 fort, the Maze fort.
Jabem here skipping over the end card for now. He's going to play his luck with the pipes on the left side of the board.
And Pro's going to try for the 1 cycle P-switch here in the Maze fort. Very possible. With the randomizer, it can slow you down sometimes. Nicely done.
Now Jabem's going into that same fort.
Yeah, he's keeping a pretty good pace here, considering he got a little lost there in World 7. Jaychalke's going to be entering into his fight with Boom Boom. We'll have a sigh of relief once that fight's over. And unfortunately, Pro finds himself in the beta stage, which is one of the 2 only auto-scrollers in the entire game, called the Lost Level Atlantis. Oh, and Jaychalke does die, unfortunately. We'll have to replay 6F3.
And Dodgemaster gets hit by a runaway chomp.
Whew. Cannot predict those enemies. They come through very quickly and kind of erratic, if you ask me. As you can tell, this Atlantis level takes a lot of time.
There we go. Jabem's got the right path. He's heading down to level 9, which will land him in Atlantis as well.
Yeah, something that generally the racers don't want to see, but early on that's a good sign because it's good and bad. Because good is that you'll get it out of the way, you don't have to see it. The bad thing is they don't have any clouds to skip it, so they're stuck playing this stage.
And Jaychalke now into the first airship.
All right.
He made his way through that nasty fort.
He does need to be careful though. He does sit out with 0 lives. So the strategy here is if he does get through it, he's probably going to game over once he gets to World 3.
And if he game overs before, the fort that he already beat won't have to be rebeaten, so he'll just have a straight path.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Proa makes real quick work of Wendy there. Nicely done by him. And he'll be moving on to World 3. Chat, let's see what your guesses you think World 3 is going to be. Drop the numbers in chat. Oh, unfortunately, Jaychalke did take a death, so he'll have to backtrack again.
And Jabem's done with his bout at Atlantis.
We get a wild Tanuki appears. Command. And we will find World 4.
And Princess Peach's letter had a Tanuki on that, so could be very helpful.
Yeah, I think Tanuki is one of the better power-ups in the game besides the Hammer Brother, obviously, for certain reasons. But the Tanuki does give you some sort of invulnerability frames that you could use to dodge enemies or even destroy fire.
Oh.
Pro is dealing with 5F1 here. He easily gets through that as Jabem finishes up his fight with Wendy.
He'll get his Tanuki and move on to World 4.
dodgemasterdooley's playing a coin ship, stocking up on some lives. Not a bad idea considering he's pretty far into World 3, so he's trying to stock up on lives so he doesn't have to replay any of those levels.
Dodgemaster opting to take the coin ship. And rewards him with a cloud.
And Jaychalke does finish up World 1, so he will be entering into World 3 here. Pro is trying to figure out what he needs to beat, so he's going to find himself in Super Tanks here, and this looks like this should be the one he needs to finish up World 4. Like we said before, with Turning Flags 2, the map locations being randomized, it could cause kind of a bit of an issue sometimes with where to go and what to get. So, like we said, World 7 was really fast. World 4, not too bad, but World 3, they had to go through quite a few stages to find the exit.
Jabem playing an end card now. Unfortunately, doesn't get anything from that.
But the good news is, a lot of times with the racers, when they see that, they are going to take notes so they know exactly what to look for next time. dodgemasterdooley's finding himself in 6-9 here, but he'll get through that without too much issues, it looks like. Pro's playing his way through a coin ship as Jabem finishes up his Super Tanks level. And into the World 2 airship for Proa. You may have noticed Dodgemaster had a star and he couldn't get into the pipe. That's because Mario makes somersaults. You need to have P-speed in order to get through a pipe while using a star. So, fortunately, he will lose a little bit of time with that. Yeah, and that Iggy, that one-hit Iggy, makes that fight extremely nice, considering Iggy's got some of the weirdest hitboxes in the game.
I think Dodgemaster found where he's supposed to go. He's still kind of playing with the pipes.
Yeah, looks like he is. Pro gets another Tanuki appears command, so if you got that email, let's see those commands in chat. You got a World 1 here. We'll find ourselves in 2-3 with the Boss Bass.
Jabem got his one-hit Iggy. He's going to be heading out of World 4.
So this is, you'll see that there are 4 racers. This is actually a 1v1 race between Proa and dodgemasterdooley and Jabem and Jaychalke. So these are 2 different races going on. So the left side is one race, the right side is another race. So keep in mind, while it looks like Proa and Jabem are side by side, they are not racing each other. Dodgemaster's finding himself in the World 8 Fortress. Pro will make a match on those 1-ups and the flowers, so we'll find out what those are in just a moment. And mushrooms, so it looks like a hammer suit, P-wing, and I didn't see that last one.
Dodgemaster took a death in that World 8 Fortress. He's got to try that one again.
Yeah. Pro finds himself in Fort Knox, but he does have the Tanuki suit, so that's going to be super easy to get through. That's always a nice thing to see when you have the tail.
Same case with Jabem. He's got the leaf. He'll make quick work of this one.
Dodgemaster takes a death there in 5F2. Keep in mind, some of these runners are brand new to the randomizer, so that will kind of pose a problem. We always tell people if you are interested in getting into the randomizer, you need to have a good knowledge of Mario 3 so you don't feel too lost when you get in there. Ooh, Jaychalke takes a death to the fire brother. So Jabem makes a match with the stars. We'll find out what the stars are here in just a moment. And the 20 coin. Pro's found himself in 3-3 as Jabem makes his way through 1-5.
Jaychalke found the fort he needed to go to, and he's about to take on his World 8 fort.
And dodgemasterdooley does find Boom Boom here in 5F2. It's going to be a little disappointed to find out that's not the one he needs to play. And Pro works into the World 5 airship, where he'll have a match off with Larry here at the end. And Larry's a one-hit Larry. That's very nice. So he finishes up World 4. We'll be moving into World 5 at under 18 minutes. It's extremely fast for returning 2 flags. Let's see what you guys think in chat. You think World 5 is going to be?
Jabem gets sniped by a boomerang.
Ooh, that's never good to see after you just finished them off. So for what I'm gathering so far from looking at the end card game, I don't think there are any useful items in it so far. Because I've seen stars, flowers, tails, Hammer Brother suit, which are useful, but other than that, there's nothing in there that's worthwhile, like a hammer or a cloud. Pro finds himself in 1-3 here.
He is going to go for the item.
He's going to go for the item here. He's hoping for a cloud, is my guess, or even a hammer. But surprisingly, that's the first time he's lost his Tanuki suit in 2 worlds.
And he gets a music box.
Yeah, so they do find World 6 for World 5 here. It looks like there's no pipes up ahead, so they are going to have to play some stages to get through.
Dodgemaster is just about to be done with his World 8 fort, which will unlock the way to finish up World 3. And Proa finds himself in the Air Force.
And Dodgemaster does find Atlantis. Not something he's looking forward to. Jabem's flying through 6-1 right now. That is the stage that Proa did cloud over. Yeah, I don't manage. Ooh, chomp chomp. Boss Bass does not go hungry today.
Jabem decided he didn't want to deal with that boss bass and went the other way and finds himself in 1-4.
Yeah, very nice stage. It's not an auto scroller, so you can go extremely fast. Jaychalke looks like he's going to take advantage of this coin ship and grab as much lives as he can. As dodgemasterdooley is about halfway through Atlantis right now. He's on that second half, which could be a little scary with all those pipes that kind of push you to the underneath.
The item in the 6-door fort is a star. Could mean a really quick boom boom kill here for Proa.
Yeah. Ooh, he does get it in time. Nicely done by him. Does get the upside down question mark, so orb, as you would say. Dodgemaster does get through Atlantis, but he is at 0 lives and he'll be facing off against Wendy, so hopefully he gets through without any issues and he won't have to play that stage again.
The fortunate part is that the airship's World 4, and he's at a Tanuki.
Yes, so
he's in a pretty good position.
Yes. Wendy is an earthquake Wendy, so he's got to watch out. Oh! Not something we want to see.
Jaychalke just about finished with the Fire Fortress.
Yeah, so as you can tell, between these two races, both Pro and Jabem have a commanding lead over their opponents, but you never know. With this randomizer, they could be thrown for a loop here. They can get stuck into a permanent hammer bro fight with a bad situation, but like I said, you never know, so stay tuned.
Jabem finds himself in a beta copy of 1-5.
Yes. We haven't really gotten any clever names for it yet, but we'll figure something out. Jaychalke's working his way through 8F2. Dodgemasterdooley finishes up the waterfall level. Pro finds himself at the end of World 5 already. Now you'll notice that Jaychalke and Dodgemaster were taking slightly different routes here for the World 8 fort as Jabem and Proa did. There are 2 different routes you can take here. Pro makes real fast work of Lemmy there. So now with World 6 coming up, I think the only worlds we haven't seen is World 2 and World 5. So we got World 5 coming up here. Jabem's making his way through the sand level for World 2, which is in World 5, ironically. In this rando, you never know what you're going to see.
Jaychalke finishes up with that fortress. He's now built the bridge to Atlantis.
Yeah, he's not going to be too happy to see this level. Pro's making good use of the tail to find the pipe there to end, which I believe is 6-4, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. Pro's still going to go for the card game. He hasn't made as much matches. He doesn't know that there's really not too much to get out of this card game right now. 20 coins looks like the 1-up. And he will finish it out. Looked like the 10 coin was a cloud. That's a nice find for him.
Jabem just finished up with the water fort. And Jaychalke about halfway through Atlantis.
Yeah, he's at the kind of a risky part here, but it looks like he's got some good movement going here. Good dodge by him, and he'll finish up Atlantis. Dodgemaster's working his way through 610 as Jabem's flying through a coin ship. Pro did use a cloud there in front of the stage that blocked the tower to get to the second half of World 5, which I think is a really smart move because when you go up to World 5, you're not coming back down. So no need to waste time and play that level. If you can skip it, skip it.
And he finds 5-6.
Oof, you gotta watch out for that Latiku. He is kind of a sniper in this stage. From personal experience, I feel like I always need 2 HP to get through it. Jaychalke will be working his way through the World 4 airship. As dodgemasterdooley plays 1-5, or 1-6, sorry. Ooh, but he does take a death there by not reaching the platform.
Jabem just about done with World 6, but opting to take an end card.
Yeah, he's going to finish that up and find out that there's only a cloud, and that's from the 10 coin, I believe. Yeah. So there's really not too much to worry about the end card game at this point. Pro finds himself in 6F1. Elevator fort. Dodgemaster's got to watch out for that fire chomp. He's got his number there.
And Jaychalke moves into World 3, which was World 1, I believe, right?
That was, yes, I believe so. Actually, I think it was World 4.
Yep.
Dodge is going to play 6-9 again. I'll tell you now, folks, these randomizers are not easy. A lot of these runners they're very experienced and practiced, and some of them are still relatively new, so keep in mind, these are not easy. So what you're seeing here is pretty good skill being shown off here. And Pro's going to work his way into the World 6 airship, in which he'll find the World 3 or World 7 airship actually. Both have the same color scheme, so. Jaychalke's entering into his boom boom fight. Makes real easy work of him as Dodgemaster heads into an end card game and Jabem finishes up his stage.
Proa finds a high jump Roy.
Yeah, that P-Wing makes it easy. He's going to try for the grab off screen, but does not. If you are able to grab the wand off screen, it does save you a few seconds. In this case, he does not, so let's make a standard fall back down to the Mushroom Kingdom. Ooh, Jabem does fall into a pit there in 2-4. He will have to play that stage one more time. Alright, he's thinking about clouding. Nope, looks like he's just going to play through it.
Dodgemaster's taking on his World 4 airship.
And we find World 2 to be our World 7. So Pro heading into World 7 at roughly under 30 minutes. That's a pretty good time right now. Dodgemaster finishes up Wendy and he'll move into World 3. But it's not an easy fight. A Windy with Earthquake, not easy.
Jabem's climbing up the tower now, getting ready to head to the second half of World 5.
And looks like Pro finds himself in a World 5 beta stage. Really, all you need to do here is hold right and run, and you'll more likely dodge all the enemies. So he makes that stage look super easy. Jaychalke finishing up the super tanks, heading into his boom boom fight.
And Dodgemaster finds the first World 5 fort.
Pro finds himself in 5-4. Not too much to worry about in this stage. Just make some good platforming. Watch out for a couple enemies, and you're done. Looks like Jabem finds himself in the World 1 fortress. He's going to take the secret item here, which will be a hammer suit. Already has one, but a second one's not a bad thing to have.
Now, the best part about finding the World 1 fortress is because of that item, it's not going to be holding the key to a bridge or a lock that will soft lock the game.
Yeah, so you'll see later, like in any other races, you'll see some people just take a death and just go. Because they'll see that and be like, I don't need to play the stage. Back up and just play something else. Pro is using that P-Wing on this World 6 airship. That makes that very fast. You fly over the mass and just take the top route. And a 2-hit Morton. And he'll be heading into the Dark World.
Jaychalke just finished up with Iggy.
So that will put Jaychalke into World 4 himself.
Dodgemasterdooley taking a death on the super tank. So you'll have to try that one again.
Gonna choose the Tanuki suit. Not a bad idea. So Pro finds himself in the Dark World. Nice to see that the first area has all pipes. He's gonna find himself at 3-6. Gonna take a death. He does not need to play this stage.
Now Jabem's on his airship. He'll be facing off against Roy in a couple of minutes.
Pro finds the fortress and a lock in his way inside the Dark World, so he's going to back up, check the other pipes first. Finds out that the Handbridge has mostly Handbridge stages and the Navy stage in there as well. Gonna check this other pipe here, see where this leads him. Leads him behind one of the locks, so he knows that that pipe on that side is not useful. He does have a hammer. He will use that. That was the item he got from Peach from World 7. Jaychalke working his way through the World 7 Fort Knox. And it looks like Pro did find the Valley of Bowser. And he'll play 4F1 here. We don't know if that's going to build the bridge, so that's the real question. So he may still have to backtrack to find out where to go. He's going to take this bottom route here. Kind of a safer route, honestly, instead of the top route. As far as speed goes, though, it's slightly slower.
And Jaychalke found his way through Fort Knox, about ready to fight Boom Boom here.
As Jabem works his way through the through Piranha Alley, and that is the gatekeeper. 4F1 is the gatekeeper, and Proa is into Bowser's Fortress at 3429. No, these are two separate races, a 1v1, just simultaneous races right now. Both under the same seed. Pro's going to try and do the Every man clip here. Easily clips through the top. And he'll be entering into his final room before Bowser with his final jump. Dodgemaster's in the World 2 airship right now for World 3. And with this hammer suit, all you got to do is get real close to Bowser and spam B. Takes 5 hammers and down he goes. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give a GG's to Proa in chat.
Oh, and there's an unfortunate death to Iggy by Dodgemaster.
Oh, so he's going to have to replay that stage. And with that, Proa will finish with an SRL time of 35:38. It's a really impressive time for a turning 2 flags, especially considering they didn't get a lot of items to help them skip stages. I think they got a total of 2 to 3 clouds, couple hammers, that's all they had.
And the pipes weren't really favorable at all.
No, the pipes, I believe World 7 was probably the nicest one, but World 7 was nice, but overall they still had to make some work throughout the stages.
And there we go, Dodgemaster's done with Iggy Koopa.
Alright, let's see if we can't get Proa in here for an interview. And Jabem finds himself with 7F2 of the Piranha Fort. And Proa, GG, sir, on the race.
Thank you.
Very well done, sir.
Thanks. Yeah, I played, I thought, pretty accurately throughout. I think the only spot where I probably could have done better was World 6 with the hammer and that one spot for the pipe. You know,
Yeah.
That's really just like a small quibble at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say overall the Koopa kids were they behaved very well for this match. They seemed like the pipes were pretty much in your favor almost every world except for like World 4. You did have to do a little bit of backtracking, but World 7, that's a great way to start.
Yeah, I felt pretty good after World 7. I thought that went pretty nicely, and then it kind of was with the bookend of World 8, getting that call exactly right with the Air Force.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm pretty pleased with my performance. That 35 is about what I was hoping to get in this seed. Something pretty solid to finish up Turning Flags 2.
Yeah, exactly. And that was a heck of a race. Your opponent, unfortunately, did suffer. He struggled quite a bit with World 2, especially when you guys had to play through Atlantis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was unfortunate, but it's all right. One bad level.
Right. My thought was like, seeing it this early on, the good news about that is you don't have to worry about seeing it later, but you don't have a cloud. So it's a double-edged sword. It's nice to see early on.
Yeah. Yeah. Atlantis doesn't really bother me that much, just tedious more than anything. But yeah, that wasn't great, but the items weren't exactly giving today. I mean, there was, I think, one cloud in the card game, and then not a whole lot else.
No, they seem to really like to give you guys stars today,
which is fine. Makes the Hammer Bro fights a lot easier. But yeah, there wasn't a lot of giving with that seed as far as items. But I mean, other than that, it was pretty generous.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, for me
with the
rolling you guys
levels,
a seed.
Yeah,
I rolled your seed for you guys today. Luckily today was not a troll seed. I've been known to do that to the race.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But so yeah, some good guesses with the forts, some good decent routing, and just an overall play. And yeah, it really came together nicely to get me to 7-0.
Yeah, 7-0. That's exactly where you want to stand as far as your bracket. You're guaranteed to move on. Plus, that's going to put you in a pretty high seed. So considering your times have actually been phenomenally well. So
yeah, I'll have to do some number crunching after these races to see what my final average is. Should be in the low 40s, I think. But it's largely going to depend how nasty Tourney Flags 1 is in about 45 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see how that's going to treat you in just a few minutes, because I feel like Tourney Flags 1s this time around have not been very generous. They've been pretty cruel to people.
Yeah. If I can get like a 45 or so, I'll be satisfied with that. 45 is about what I'm aiming for, but it's entirely predicated on how generous the items are and what pipes I'm gonna get. If I get a lot of bad pipes, it'll take a while.
Yeah. It looks like Jabem finds himself in a hand stage. He's gonna actually just play through it. It's 1-2. It's fairly quick. He's almost done. So
he actually just found the pipe, but then he just accidentally got caught on the hand there.
Yeah. And I felt like World 8, whenever you do see the Bowser's Valley and you see that one stage blocking your way, and then it turns out to be the gatekeeper, it's like a sigh of relief almost.
Yeah, it's like it's a forced draw either way, but it's like I was really pleased when that turned out to be the correct answer, because I think that just saved me from as a result, I only played one level, that one, for Bowser. And I took a dip into 3-6, and when I saw it wasn't 4, I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
He's going away from it. Oh.
And Dodgemaster will work his way into World 5 now, finishing up Larry.
I was also a little surprised. The first two Koopa kids, Ludwig and Wendy, were both the thick ones.
Yeah.
Right out of the box. Oh, well.
Yeah, but luckily after that, they all seem to be fairly nice overall.
Yeah, they were fairly docile. I think there were like 2 one-hitters in there. Got the fire. Can't remember if I got a fire kill on Lemmy or not, but either way.
Yeah, I think you did get a fire kill on Lemmy because he went down pretty quick.
Yeah. Tried to get one, I think, on Wendy. It just was like I was like 2 fireballs away, and then she turned out to be a 2-hitter anyways.
Yeah, it looks like Jabem might be a little bit lost here in World 8.
Yeah. Because he'd
been wandering through those pipes on the first screen.
Yeah, that's not ideal to get 4 pipes right out of the box. That I spent like 90 seconds doing exploring and just kind of taking stock of where everything was and trying to find, what's preventing me from moving forward. What do I need? Where can I use my hammer? And it worked out pretty well just based on the routing, but it wasn't ideal. It was kind of a really slow start. I was starting to worry that there might be something really ugly waiting for me at the end here.
Yeah, Jabem makes that real easy work there with that 7-6 clip. Makes a lot of us look like amateurs when he does it.
Oh, there. So okay, so 7-6 was on the bridge. Okay.
Yeah. That's always something too. A lot of us experienced runners look for. We're like, all right, where's 7-1 and 7-6? I want to do those because I can clip through it real easily.
Yeah.
It's a big time save if we could get the clip pulled off.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Dodgemaster's working his way through the airship as Jaychalke is on the second half, or just entering 3F2.
And Jabem's backtracking now. Trying to find that right combination.
Yeah. He was hovering over the one in the bottom left corner, and I was like, oh, here it is. He's gonna have it. He's gonna be like 41 minutes, and then backed away, and it's like, oops.
Yeah, all he's got left is that hammer suit and a hammer.
Oh boy.
Star. So he's trying to be smart about where he's going and what he's going to use. Maybe you can remind me, was Jaychalke in our tournament last year, Pro? I cannot remember.
I don't believe he was, no.
Okay.
Let me check. Jabem was.
Yeah.
He was knocked out, I think, in the second round or something.
Yeah, I remember Jabem was in the tournament last year. You know what? I was confusing Jaychalke with Jaylo7 because he was in my group last year. So
yeah, Jaylo was in the tournament. Let's see, Jaychalke. Hold it up. No, he was not.
So he is a newer runner. So overall, both of our newer runners are actually doing pretty well considering they had to go through some awful stages and awful couplings to start.
Oh, I thought Dooley was in the tournament last year. I know he's done some weeklies with us, but I guess he wasn't.
Jabem's mom is correcting me here. It is Jabem. I will remember that now.
Jabem.
Especially when the mom corrects me, I will remember that.
Yeah. Well.
And Jaychalke beating that fort means he's now ready to go into the airship for World 6.
All right.
Jabem finds himself in the World 6 beta stage with the little ice here. I've noticed P-strats work really well on this stage if you're able to pull them off.
Yeah, it's not something you get to work on that much because they're kind of lost levels. But when I have gotten this level, I have been working on trying to get those P-speed strats to work, about as well as they do for 3-2, and it really is a good feeling when you can get everything to kind of go your way on that.
Jaychalke entering into his Lemmy fight. Lemmy is only a 2-hitter, so it's a pretty easy fight for him. Jabem's still trying to figure out where to go. This is why World 8 is called the Great Equalizer.
Yeah.
So many places to get lost and turned around and...
Is it 12 pipes that you can go through?
I believe it's 10, actually.
10, okay. There he goes. Now he finds the airship and finds 4F1.
There he is. Now he's got it.
Jabem's mom saying he's probably tilted, and I would be too. He's spent at least 10 minutes in this world trying to figure out where to go.
Yeah, you start spending 10 plus minutes in any world, it starts to really start to mess with your head a bit, because an experienced player probably shouldn't need more than 10, even for a world like, say, Iceland. Even with everything, you should be able to run through them because you're not going to likely have to deal with a lot of auto scrollers or what have you, or really crummy forts.
Yeah. Alright, Jabem's heading into Bowser's Fortress. Got the hammer suit and the star. See if he pulls off any fancy clips. Nope, looks like he made a miss jump there, so he won't be doing that one. I'm still trying to learn some of those clips myself, but every time I get here, I'm like, I don't want to practice, I just want to beat it.
Yeah, that's kind of my thinking, and it does save a little time, but only like maybe a second and a half.
Jaychalke's going to grab some extra lives. Not a bad idea, so he doesn't get any more of those game overs. And Dodgemaster's working his way back to finish that final fort for World 6.
Okay, and Bowser takes the hammer suit away.
Oh, he turned. That's why. Oh, that sucks.
That's right. Jabem's going to show off the nice little bug here. Not really a bug, but they just didn't put a hitbox in Bowser's body, so you could just sit there and kind of chill out.
Yeah.
And with that fortress down, Dodgemaster will be able to get through the rest of World 6.
Good to know that fort was actually required. I wasn't sure. I did it kind of as a safety, but it's like, yeah, do it. I'm here. There. Down he goes.
Jabem will finish. And that will be an SRL time of 50 minutes and 38 seconds. Let's see those GGs and chats for Jabem's. So yeah, that's quite a bit of a difference in time there from 35 to 50. I mean, Pro, I thought you were making really good time.
Yeah.
I thought Jabem was going to be right there with you, like a 38 or 39, and World 8 happened to him, so I don't think he was too happy about that.
World 8 giveth and World 8 taketh away. It's it's an unfortunate reality, but ooh, that's unfortunate. Dooley.
Yeah, he had to fortunately backtrack, and then the Hammer Brothers blocked his way.
Jaychalke climbs up the tower and he's going to find his way to the second half of World 5.
I was kind of wavering on the hammer and whether or not to use it here.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing too. With World 5, I generally always have a hammer regardless of what seed it is, because I feel like my luck with the turning 2 flags is that lock always blocks the castle. So
I get it about 50-50 myself, but I probably would have used it if World 2 weren't last, because I was pretty confident I was going to get World 2.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey, Jabem, GG, sir.
Yeah, GG. That World 8 though.
Yeah, we were saying he's probably not too happy with himself right now. Not happy with that world.
Yeah, I don't know if I had access to that pipe and just missed it.
You did, from what I saw. It's one of those things. It's like but you know, in tourney flags too, in bracket, it's like it's easy to get everything kind of mixed up in your head.
Yeah, I think I saw it from the other side of the door that was above it.
Yeah.
And then I just thought for some reason I needed to destroy a fort to get to it. But I could have just gone around the bottom side.
Yeah. I spent like 2 minutes just kind of checking the map and just accounting for everything, and then I found that pipe, and then I just gambled like, okay, I'm gonna just do this and hope it works, and thankfully it did.
But you made it through. It was really awesome to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good news for you, Jabem, was that you had such a significant lead that even with all that time you lost, you were still okay. But if the race was a little closer, I'd be sweating bullets for you over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really cool seed, mostly. I think that most of these that I get, they have really. Usually, there's like 2 worlds that you don't even play because like a pipe gets pushed at the very beginning and pushes you to the end or something. This one, at least, we like played them all, which was kind of
neat. Yeah, like the only one I really didn't play was probably World 7.
Yeah.
I think that only took about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, some of them were pretty short, but it's like this is the opposite of what happens in the other flag set for World 3.
Yeah.
That one has the God Pipe that just takes you straight to the end, and this one you had to go wrap all the way around because there was no pipe.
Yeah.
Right. And usually if there is a God Pipe, or if it's really close to being a God Pipe, there's usually a lock in front of the castle.
All right, so Jaychalke moves into World 2, which is World 7. It's a fairly quick one here. Finds himself in Piranha Alley to start. Not the stage you generally want to see this late without us power up.
Yeah, no.
And Dooley just started in World 5.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
I'm going to get ready for my next race, so GG, and good luck on the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, thanks, you too.
Yeah. GG, Pro.
All right.
Good job, Proa.
Jabem, do you have any other like thoughts on this seed or anything?
Not really. A lot of the levels actually didn't feel like they had been. There were no like crazy boss bass levels, no crazy like sun levels that made anything like super hard. I mean, 7.5 never even showed up for me.
Yeah, I don't think anybody saw 7.5. The other thing too is that I felt like the end card game, like once you guys got done with your first playthrough, you're like, there's one cloud that's not even worth grabbing.
Yeah, the one cloud that I did get, I think, was from the end card game for the 20 coin match. But doing a whole end card to get one cloud just isn't worth it.
No, it's definitely not. Especially, I mean, 32 flags. Clouds are so much more important than hammers are. Unlike in Tourney Flags 1, where the hammers are like gold. If you find them, you hold on to them and use them at the right times.
Yeah, I'm convinced that my hammer actually slowed me down. I used it in World 2 on that brick right there, and I'm pretty sure that I could have just taken that pipe.
Yeah.
The one that Jaychalke just went by.
Yeah, because you had to go back and you had to play 7F2, which is definitely a fort most of us like to avoid.
Yeah, I think you had to play the fort because you need to get past the lock, but the
Yeah, speaking of 7F2, he just went into it.
Yeah.
What's that?
Said speaking of 7F2, that's where he just went, was into that fortress.
He's not gonna have a good time. But
No.
Well, I didn't really have too much trouble with that fort, but
No, and I tell people, I said a lot of the racers don't want to see this one. Mostly because the setup he just saw with the two piranha fire plants, like, conjoined to each other.
yeah.
But on top of it, the more you play it, the more experience you get with it, and the more you're just like, whatever, when you see it, you're just like, all right, I can beat it. I just got to be careful about it.
Right. For me, it's like there's some sections where I may have to take a damage boost to do it like smoothly.
Yeah.
But I can pretty much just go in one forward motion for the whole level most of the time. You just have to do some of the stuff fast because the piranha plants really get worse the longer you keep them on the screen with the number of fireballs that they shoot and stuff.
It's true. Yeah, I believe every one of them shoots 2, I believe. So.
Oof.
Yeah, he does take that death, unfortunately, loses that P-Wing. Good jump there by him, though. Grabs on with the heel of his foot.
Yeah, I do like starting this level with a star, just getting those first jumps out of the way, because they're a lot harder.
Oh, he does get hit in the head with the fireball.
Oh no.
He's going back in with a star, though.
I mean, that was a good thing. The seed gave you guys plenty of stars. That's the good thing about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost too many stars. At the end, I was just blowing them every time I was entering a level in World 8.
Yeah.
Although, I shouldn't have had to go into all those levels. Silly.
Yeah, that is the unfortunate thing there. Yeah, he's just not having a good day here with the piranha forts.
This is what, his 4th star that he spent on this level?
Yeah.
It's a lot of stars.
Oh, he made the jump too. Oh, unfortunately, he does take another death to Thwomp.
He's not getting any love.
So he's got just a P-Wing and 3 music boxes. Definitely the items you don't want to see.
I don't even like to use a P-Wing in this level. It doesn't help. Like, you have to go under that pillar anyways. And
Yeah.
you just get hit and lose your P-Wing. Oh, now he's doing it.
No. He does get through it this time. Now, the tricky part here is the two pipes are right next to each other with the piranha plants.
Doesn't give him much time to react and get through it.
The tricky part is you can hang up on that lip of the pipe with the taller one, and he'll shoot underneath you, and then when he goes down, you can slide underneath the second one.
Yeah, that's brutal. If your controller isn't like really good at down inputs too, like if you can try to slide under that guy and still pop up for like 1 frame and get hit.
Yeah. I joke about this with a lot of the runners whenever we do interviews. I'm like, hey, I mean, you dealt with that fort for a while, but think of it this way. Now you're going to be an expert at it. Oh, man. Yeah, that was his chance. He got it. You got to watch out for those fireballs.
Oh, he's not quite close enough to prevent the one from coming out of his pipe.
On the other side, at least now Dooley's got a way to get to the end of the end of World 5.
Yeah.
He got a little lost there having to redo the tower.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw he ended up back at the bottom, and he's sitting there looking at, like, he's paused for a second. I can see his mind going, why am I down here?
Yeah, I think World 5 is one of the most interesting on this flag set.
Unfortunately, Jaychalke does take a death to Boom Boom.
So much hard work.
And he will have to replay. He might be taking a breather here just to kind of get his, his breath back. And
oh, the crowd's going wild.
Double checking those music boxes, making sure they're still there. And the sad thing is, Dooley has no idea what's coming up for him. He's all focused on 2-1 right now, and he has no idea that the Piranha Fort is waiting for him at the end. The important thing, too, is that if the players do forfeit, they will take a penalty of 2 hours on their time. He still wants to finish it, so I give him props for that, because if he does finish it, even under 2 hours, he'll be just, he'll have a time. But unfortunately, you want to avoid the forfeit as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But Piranha Fort giving no love to Jaychalke. He just kept getting hit by piranhas and fire.
I know his pain.
It's one of those forts where you really got to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're going in. There's a pattern. There's safe jumps. You just have to know where they are.
That's true. And that's like part of knowing the vanilla stage itself helps out quite a bit. I know his pain. I was doing a Zelda 1 randomizer, and I spent an hour looking for silver arrows, and I never found them, and I gave up. So, I give him a lot of credit for keep trying the stage. Gonna let the hot foot walk towards the end of the pipe. Alright, he's back to the second half of it again, as dodgemasterdooley will be finishing up World 6 here, fighting Roy Koopa. Alright, back into the Boom Boom fight. I think he's going to be a little more cautious this time around.
And he got him!
Oof. Made me nervous there when he's sitting on top. I was like, oh no, please don't. I think he's just celebrating right now.
Taking that sigh of relief.
Oh my goodness. It's like he's questioning the orb at the end.
Yeah. Why? Why must you make me do this?
This can't be it. It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's gonna kill me just like everything else in the stage did.
The big lie.
So he'll find himself in the World 6 airship. This one's actually really fast considering even if you have a P-Wing or if you don't. It's a really fast airship. Thank God without the auto-scroller, that's for sure.
And getting a star helps.
Yeah, the stars, while they can't do any damage to the Koopa Kids, they do help with movement, and I think that's very vital in this kind of a tournament.
And Morton goes down with 2 hits. Jaychalke is going to go into World 8.
Yeah, that's something else I noticed in this seed was the really weak bosses.
Yeah, there was, I think, 2 Koopalings with 1 HP and a couple with 2. You guys saw the worst of it at the very beginning.
I don't think there were any that were 5 hits.
No. Alright, let's see. See if Jaychalke figures out exactly where to go here. He is going to use the hammer. But unfortunately finds himself back on the starting screen.
And he gets brought into that Beta World 6 level on the hand trap.
Yeah, he is going to stop for the power-up. I don't blame him, considering he only has music boxes left. He's trying to get the power-up to keep himself moving. It's a smart move.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I thought this was the flag set where Hammer's Breaking Locks was turned off.
Oh,
Ooh.
did you?
Yeah, so I've been playing under that assumption the whole time.
Oh, we're not there yet. You gotta get past the group stage, and then we'll start talking about Hammer's not breaking locks. Alright, so now he'll move into the Navy stage, find 6F2. As Dooley is now working his way to the Piranha Fort.
Hopefully his luck with the fort is decent.
Ooh, does take a death though, trying to go for that power up. Jaychalke takes a hit, but he does finish up Boom Boom with ease. And Dodge Master will be using the P-Wing here.
If for nothing else, the extra hits are going to be valuable.
Not sure why he went for the Leaf there. I don't know if it was just to say, like, I'm going to get this item even though I died grabbing it last time. Now he finds himself with the 2 Piranha Plants blocking those pipes.
Oh, not a bad strategy. He just kind of was baiting that Piranha Plant out so we could tail him to death.
And he'll be into that second half of 7F2. Generally with my strat with this part of it is if you have 1 or 2 HP to spare, just damage boost through it so much faster. Boom Boom can be a little crazy sometimes, but he's not too difficult of a fight.
And Dooley does get Boom Boom down and made his way out of Piranha Fort.
So only 2 tries. That's very, very good by him.
Jaychalke doing some backtracking through World 8. Trying to find that right combination.
I want to say it's the second pipe on the map in the first world, and then I think that's the correct way to go. I could be wrong, though. I'm confused as much as these guys are. Okay, yeah, that's the correct pipe. That's the pipe you need to go into. There it is.
I think there were 2 pipes that would have worked. That take you to the dark world.
And he finds the Navy.
Ooh, does take a death, though, there.
And now we have Dooley, who's going to be into World 8.
So folks, if you are interested and you are enjoying the randomizer here, there is a Discord where you can come in, talk with us racers here. We'll give you all sorts of tips and tricks on it. If you got a knowledge of Mario 3, it's highly recommended. But check it out, you can play the randomizer. They got all sorts of flags. You can set it to the tournament flags if you want, or you could just set it to your own settings if you'd like. Definitely check it out.
Jaychalke getting pulled into the 1-2 hand trap.
Dodgemaster himself is heading into the Navy stage. And it looks like Dodgemaster will find the end of the Navy as Jaychalke finishes up the hand stage there. And he does find Bowser's Valley.
Just this World 4 fortress stands between him and Bowser.
Gets his way into the fight with Boom Boom. Duel Master's trying to figure out exactly where he's going.
And there we have it. Jaychalke is now into the fight with Bowser. Music boxes aren't going to help him very much, though.
No. And guys, once this race is finished up, we will have another race between Pro and Dodgemaster Dooley. So stay tuned. Should be another good one. We are going to be doing Tourney Flags 1.
Which Tourney Flags 1 is its own beast.
Yeah, the difference between Tourney Flags 1 and 2 is the maps. The maps for Tourney Flag 1s are going to be vanilla style maps, but the worlds will still be in scrambled order, so you don't know what you'll see first.
And same with the levels, you can get any level anywhere, as well as the pipe routing.
And Jaychalke finds his Bowser's room.
Now it's just a matter of time waiting for him to slam down and go through the floor.
Yeah, Jaychalke definitely taking advantage of the little fact that Bowser does not have a hitbox.
Dodgemaster through his fortress.
He's going to keep going through the hand bridge here. Finds 7-6. Not what he wanted to see.
And there we go. Can we get some GGs in chat for Jaychalke?
Yes, GG's is Jaychalke. He will finish off with an SRL time of 1 hour and 15 minutes on the dot. And Dodgemaster finds himself in a beta stage here.
Not really sure which way to go.
Yeah, whichever way you can squeak in, that's the way you want to go, honestly.
Well, he found his way down. Now he's just got to avoid all the stuff in the way.
Enemies he's got here. Nice little lag there. Thank you, NES, for producing all that lag for us. So he's gonna play what the Super Tank stage usually is, and he'll find 4F2. Not the World 4 Fortress we're looking for, though.
And he takes a death in the lava.
Ooh. No, he didn't activate a slow motion. That was the lag from all the enemies on the stage.
And he does manage to get Boom Boom down.
He's going to try and go for the clip here in 7-6. Unfortunately, he's just going to play through the stage.
And that clip is a lot tougher to do when you have a tail. The jump mechanic is so much different with the leaf than it is with just normal Big Mario.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to take a death here. Try to just skip through it. Or, yeah, I think he's going to... Yeah, I think it's a smarter choice, especially with hand stages, just taking the death. Unfortunately, you have to go a little bit of ways to take the death. But with the hand stage, you have a 50-50 chance of being grabbed, so he's better off with just trying to get through it.
And if he used his P-Wing, he would be in a pretty good position, too. Because this was the one you can just fly over.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do this time. Oh, he didn't even need to play it, honestly. But he will finish it up anyway, therefore if he feels like he shouldn't have to, though, he'll never have to backtrack through this area, but I think he's using the P-Wing just to say, Level, get out of here, I don't want to see you no more. So he's going to head back into the top of the map here.
But fortunately, since he beat all the, the forts and the navy and the super tank, all the locks should be gone. So it's just a matter of figuring out which way to go.
Exactly. He'll find himself here at 1-2. If anything, if a hand stage comes up and it's 1-2, I'm actually okay with it. Depending on my time is what it is. It's a fairly quick stage, not too difficult. The enemies are nice. Luckily, there's no Boss Bass or Angry Sun. And he'll find himself in 7-9. Whew.
At least the best part about this 7-9 is there's no boss bass.
Oh, you said it too soon.
Too soon.
Oh,
And
does get him. Wow. Boss was quite a bit hungry today.
I shouldn't have opened my mouth.
But I think that kind of worked out. I don't think he needs to play that stage anyway with it being 8-2 there, so. Yeah, he's already seen all the forts, so he knows he doesn't need to play that one. So I'm not sure if he's trying to rethink of where to go or what he's doing here. He might be throwing in the towel, I'm not sure. Jabem's mom, getting a beer. I like that. Maybe that's what he's doing. Who knows?
Something to take the edge off, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he is going to play that stage.
And he's going to find 3-6.
And you know, like they said, he might have been taking a second to grab a drink, make a note. Like I said, some racers have notepads in front of them, so they make notes of certain things so they know exactly where they're going.
Has a death in 3-6.
Does have an arsenal of P-Wings there, so he's probably going to use one.
Oof! Fire
Ooh.
Chomp sniped him.
Oh, and misses the jump there again, so he will have to play. He doesn't have to play it. I don't know if he's aware of that.
He already played the Super Tank variant on the overworld, so this is just a regular old level.
Yeah.
But he is being persistent.
I'll give him that. He's persistent, just like Jaychalke when he was dealing with that Piranha Fort.
That is true, Rogue. He's got 22 lives. He is far away from the game over.
Yeah. Far away from the game. Oh, no. Makes the fall.
Using up another P-Wing.
That's the smarter approach. You can always just fly off screen. Nothing's going to hit you there.
And he gets through it.
So now he's got to figure out which pipe goes where. Which you know which pipe on the overworld and, well, in the dark world will lead him to Bowser's Valley. He's just got to check it. Oh, so close. It's right there. And I think it's the pipe in the lower left corner. It's right there. Yeah. I believe that's the pipe. There it is.
Now he's just got to get through that World 4 fortress. He is fortunate in that the rest of his items are good.
He does. He has a hammer suit. He's got stars. So even if he does fail with that, he has multiple items at his use to help him through the stage. But we're hoping for a first try here from dodgemasterdooley. Like we said, once this race is finished up, folks, we have another race between Proa and dodgemasterdooley for the Tourney 1 flag. So stay tuned. Don't change this channel one bit. Yeah, it is a rare seen power-up move, but believe it or not, a lot of the runners use that stage. Use this part of the stage to grab a power-up in this fortress. And then he is on his way to his boom boom fight.
And makes quick work of Boom Boom too. He's down.
So now he'll equip the hammer suit with the star. Nice little combo we all like to use here to get through the lasers, even if you run, you should be fine. Good use of the hammers there, getting rid of the boo. Ooh, unfortunately the disco waffle does get him.
Going for the clip. And he gets the clip.
Nice little everyman clip, because every person can do that clip if you try hard enough. Fortunately, he does fall, so he's going to have to try to find his way back up. The leaf is a nice power up to find, so he can just easily fly right up there.
He's just one room away from Bowser.
Gotta make some careful jumps here in the lava. And there he goes. He will be into Bowser's fight here. Now, I'm not sure if Dodgemaster knows that he doesn't have a hitbox on the body the way he's dodging him. Oh, there he goes. Okay, he does know.
Should just be 2 more stomps.
And with that, dodgemasterdooley has taken down Bowser.
So let's get some GGs in chat.
Yeah, get the GGs for dodgemasterdooley. He will finish here with an official SRL time of 1:28.59. So like we said, folks, we have another race coming up. Please give all these runners a follow. Jaychalke, Jabem, Proa, Dodgemaster. Also, please give us a follow as well, us commentators. We're doing the best we could do here for you. So, like we said, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with the second race for Proa and dodgemasterdooley. We'll see you there.
Don't change that channel.